private detective to prove that I'm wrong. I want it to be wrong. I want to be so wrong. He has no idea.
So Angela Dean wants to be wrong. She wants to be wrong by every single accusation that she has ever made to Michael. Okay, remember that. Because she made that loud and slurring clear. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get into it.
After an exhaustive study of you, look, I've got a 189-page report. Took a staff of about 5 investigators to dig all the information up that we have.
So let's just let that sink in. Over 100 pages, and around 5 people, okay, to dig information around one person, Michael. One person. 5 people to dig information on one person. Over 100 plus pages. So therefore, really and truly, with the research that's been done, there is no way it could be wrong. It's very unlikely they could have missed a step. But now Michael's about to explain a woman that they found, and for him to explain exactly what her involvement has been in his life. Now, this woman in particular is somebody that generally was also trying to get her papers in order as well. Let's see if Angela allows him to talk.
All the information up that we have.
The lady was in one of the visa process I was. Our mother was applying for a K1 visa.
It was her husband.
Because
Never heard about the mother. What he told us is it.
I only helped her, and when she secured the dates, they asked me questions.
You're supposed to be talking to Cheetah or Tarzan.
Funny, isn't it? Michael's not supposed to be talking to Cheetah or effing Tarzan, okay? So he's not meant to be talking to anyone that's a female, or even a man too, for that matter, to be honest. And even though he means he's trying to help them with their visa process. Meanwhile, Angela is allowed to book a flight to Canada to physically spend time with another man. Angela's allowed to get herself booked in for these karaoke, malarkey nonsenses, and still have the ability to do what? Oh, to grind on men that don't want her attention. But Michael is not allowed to literally have a conversation with somebody who he hasn't even physically met and is never going to physically meet neither. Yeah, okay, double standards.
When I tried to explain to my wife, she never gave me a chance to finish talking.
Michael has got a way to make even you believe him.
I mean, listen, Michael may have a way to even make anybody believe him, but let's be real, you've got a way to make sure this man can't even speak. So how the hell is he meant to make anyone believe him if he can't speak? Make it make sense. The stupidity.
Of Michael that leads you to believe he has been unfaithful to Angela.
One particular woman that we uncovered, not positive what that relationship is with him.
That's a lot of people. And if there's not somebody on that chart right there that pops out like, oh yeah, we have evidence that you've been really going hard.
Can I pop your bubble? I'm getting ready to freak you the out. You know,
Get away from me.
It was good to see Jasmine to say, listen, get away from me. You know, because some people may have never said that. And why the hell is she standing up anyway? End of the day, he was asked a simple question. Let the man answer the question, but also at the same time, he's also going to elaborate on the answer before he gives it, because he wants to show that, hey, there's a lot of people connected to this man. And after all the connections, let me answer the question. Do you see what I'm saying? And in that process, Angela's already saying, oh, I know he's done wrong. So Rob chimes in. He tries to obviously give a little bit of defense to Michael, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Jasmine does the same thing. And look at Angela. Why the hell are you standing up? Sit your ass down. Anyway, let's move on.
He didn't answer her. She was trying to get you. I got facts of it. He didn't answer her. The same one that cheated with Michael, she was after this one, and Michael...
This woman that has raised a red flag. Does anything tell you?
Your question directly, no, there's not.
Okay.
So Michael's in the clear. Now remember what Angela said at the very beginning? We'll get back to that. Let's move on though, because there's a little bit more information here.
I don't care. I don't care. You should talk. What are you doing there? Do something with it. This is 2 weeks investigation.
So now you are trying to tell the private investigator you know more than him now, right?
Skylar.
This is a very good point. Are you trying to tell the investigator you know more than him? You hired him, right? You're paying him, right? And now you want to say that you know more than him? Where is the lie? Angela freaking Demon.
That you brought here with you today, did you find anything at all to make you suspect that Michael is scamming Angela?
That I've been able to uncover. I don't have anything.
Man.
Yes, even implies that he is, you know, an unethical person in terms of a relationship.
The man has been cleared. He's been cleared for infidelity. He's been cleared for scamming her. I mean, he may not be cleared for using Angela, but he's definitely been cleared for the accusations that she's thrown in his direction. He's been cleared for the things that this man was tasked to go and find out. Over 100 pages of research involved, including 5 people doing the work as well. 2 weeks is not a long time, but 5 people working at 2 weeks, come on. That is a long time. And let's be real, let's say this was a court case. You know, depending on where the court date is going to be, obviously you're getting a certain period to find out information that you need to find out. So therefore, you learn to move quickly. And sometimes in court cases, you know, some lawyers will try and find a PI to go find extra stuff. And the PI has, usually I would imagine, have a short period of time to find something out ASAP. And that's exactly what this man did along with other people as well. 2 weeks is a long time for 6 people to try and find things out about you. You see what I'm saying? But Angela wants to say no. So Angela just wants to be Angela. Let's continue.
When I talk, she yelled at me. That's why I always keep quiet. And it's really affecting me mentally because
I wasn't happy with the fact that this wasn't elaborated on. He's speaking about his own mental health. You know, he's saying that, listen, no matter how many times I try and have a voice, many times I try and speak, this woman does not allow me to speak. So much that now it has affected me mentally. To a point where he probably sits there and says, listen, if I speak, I'm going to be in trouble. So I might as well not say anything at all. I might as well just sit silent. I might as well just take the abuse that she gives to me verbally. But again, I'm not going to forget, and I'm not going to not say this. So I'm going to say it anyway. But at the same time, though, Michael still allowed himself to be in a position to be with somebody who he knew was more than comfortable to verbally abuse him. Was someone that he knew was more than comfortable to shut him down each time he tried to say anything. So really and truly, that is still on Michael for not walking away sooner. But hey, I guess sometimes when you're part of a show, the money talks more. And also when you're trying to get to America, I guess getting that visa means more. But at the end of the day, all I will say is this. If this experience, not if, to be fair, 100% this experience that he's been through with Angela would have definitely affected him mentally. So I would personally say to anybody out here who's looking for a passport to another country, is it really worth looking to get a visa to move to another country knowing that your mental health may be on the line? Now, usually, when somebody does use someone to move to another country, usually it's the person that's being used that gets affected by mental health because their time is being used, okay? So much things are being used. But this here is the very first time where we can sit and say, despite the fact that he may not have been scamming her, and despite the fact that he did not cheat on her, it doesn't mean that he still wasn't loyal to the bone because he wanted to get to America. So end of the day, the question that I do wonder for Michael is, was it worth it? Because to be honest, if this has put him in a position where he may now need to seek a therapist, you ask me personally, I don't know if it's worth it. And from my understanding, in America, especially New York, therapists are something that everybody need to be needing all the time because of all the other things that happen that people get challenged by, if you dig what I'm saying. But let's continue though.
I don't talk.
My brother, good job.
Look at Ed, phony as hell. Last episode he was saying to Angela, oh, I think he's scamming you. This episode is like, oh, what? Oh, I'll play that again. This freaking...
I don't talk.
My brother, good job.
You are not brothers. Don't say good job. He's lucky that Michael's a respectful man. Because goddamn, if that was me, I'd be like, rah, are you mad? Don't touch me. Don't come near me. Don't breathe near me. You was against me this whole time. Leave me alone. And you've been on her side the whole time anyway, instigating. Psst.
I've had enough. I've just had enough.
But a concern that I have is how adamant she is about wanting to find a lie or something wrong.
And to be honest with you, with that being said, this is why there should be an investigation on Angela. Why are you so adamant on finding something out that's negative about your freaking husband? Why are you that adamant? If I was a PI, I'd be like, maybe I need to do an investigation on her. I'll do it free of charge because I need to know what the hell is wrong with this woman. But also, let's just remind everybody about what Angela said at the very beginning of this video.
Private protector to prove that I'm wrong. I want it to be wrong. I want to be so wrong. He has no idea.
Angela is the biggest hypocrite on the show, of course. How can you sit there and say these things and then you find the information and all of a sudden it's not good enough for you? You slam the PI. You slam Michael. Come on. Nonetheless, Michael's been cleared. He has Skylar was asked the question, do you now trust Michael? Skylar says, I do trust him, but it doesn't mean that he's not waiting to get all of his ducks in order so he can bounce, which is true. It doesn't mean that he still wasn't in it for the visa, which is, I guess, true. But also at the same time, she did say that, but their relationship should still end regardless because it is not healthy. They're not intimate. They're not nothing. Nonetheless, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. We can talk about it. Yeah, goddamn. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.